What's up, guys? Today I'm going to be talking about everything I picked up at Blade Show Atlanta this year. This was my second year going to the show, and I had an absolute blast. We had a really good time. I drove down to Atlanta from Virginia, which is where I'm from, and we did Friday and Saturday at the show, and I picked up my cousin and my brother who flew in. And we all went to the show and had a really good time. This is the first thing, this is one of the things I got that's not a knife. This was a mat that they had for sale at KnifeJoy, and it was like half off. Instead of $20, it was $10. And I was like, oh yeah, absolutely. So I got this really nice takedown mat. It's kind of like rubbery, and it's got these nice magnetic spots for your screws and everything. But yeah, super cool that they were there at the KnifeJoy table selling these. So I picked one up so that I can do maintenance on my knives. So that's one of the things I got. First, when I got to the show on day one on Friday, basically there were two knives I was looking for, and one of them was this knife and the other was this knife. So at the show, I went straight to the McNees booth because I wanted to get the new McNees Dixon, and so I went straight to their table. I actually checked out the CKF table first because my cousin's looking for a snafu. He didn't manage to get one, unfortunately, because they were all out. We got in the general admission line, so we weren't early bird or anything. But I was able to pick up this Dixon, and it is excellent. I got the blue colorway, which is the one I wanted. This nice, beautiful blue titanium. It's got this like micro milling that's just like a product of kind of the way they machine these scales. It just shows up as this little micro lines, which is really, really cool. Hang on one second. Let me clean my lens real quick. Sorry, I just had to make sure my camera is clean. So maybe you can get this in detail. There you go. You see a little bit. These nice blue scales. It's kind of like stone-washed titanium that was anodized, and it looks really good with this beautiful MagnaCut blade, hollow ground, kind of like, I don't know what you would call this, straight clip point kind of deal. Really, really nice. The action on this is excellent. Absolutely love this thing. Super glad that I was able to pick one of these up from the McNees table. And they had quite a few of them there. I was impressed by the amount of Dixons that they had. The reverse slick on this thing is like magical. Feels really, really good. So I was really excited to get this one because it's a more of a bigger design compared to the Mac 2. This is bigger, and I like bigger knives. So it definitely feels really good in the hand. Nice American-made tie frame lock. These were made in Alabama by McNees. Jonathan McNees. He was actually the one who sold this to me. Jonathan was. He gave me had me check this one out, and I was like, absolutely, I'll have the blue one. And then I bought it from him. So that was really cool to meet him and talk to him a little bit and get this from him. So that was my first knife that I got at the show. Really happy to get one of those. And then from there, I went straight over to the Demco booth because I wanted to get myself one of these. This is the Andrew Demco 8020 XL double wide. So it's like really, really big. See if I can keep it in frame here. And I opted for the no slot with the plain titanium, smooth titanium scales. I for some reason I just really wanted the smooth titanium. I didn't want any of the textured tie, and I think it feels really nice in the hand. I'm glad I got the smooth one because I didn't currently have any of the smooth titanium on any of my Demcos, so I wanted to get this one just because I want an example of a nice, Demco titanium scale, and I think it looks really good. They did this nice stone washing, which like matches the blade. It looks awesome. It's like a little bit darker, and the action on this thing is kind of bonkers. I mean, it's a lot of fun. It comes out there, makes a big whacking sound. It's really loud, and it just fills your hand, and you got so much more hanging off the end there because it's just so big, such a big, broad blade. Let me compare this to a normal size Demco. Here's my first, here you go, full size 8020. So you can see there, it's definitely a lot bigger, a lot wider. So it's definitely what it says it is, the XL double wide. Very excited that I was able to get this one. John Demco actually was the one who sold that to me. And I came up to their booth. I think they had like 4 left, and I was able to grab one. Which was really, really cool. I came back later and they were completely gone, so I was really lucky to get one of these. I thought I wasn't going to make it. I thought they were all going to be gone by the time I got there, but I did manage to snag one. So they're really, really cool that I was able to get this thing, and it's a lot of fun. Beautiful MagnaCut blade, full flat ground. It's kind of like a drop point, really thick, chunky, nice titanium scales. They are milled out a little bit, so, not not, it's still a brick in your pocket, but not as much as it would be. See MagnaCut blade steel in there, but just a really, really fun one from Andrew Demco, the 8020 XL double wide. So that's really cool. And then after that, I basically, those were the two I was looking for. So after that, I went to started at one side of the room and worked my way over all the way across. And the next knife I bought was at the concept booth. They had a really nice design by Ray Laconico. There it is. This is the Bison by Ray Laconico, and I really liked the look of it. Just like the big swooping clip point with these nice titanium handles. So I picked myself up one of these. They had them on a really good sale. They were like $160 instead of like $200, which is what they usually are. Or so they were cheaper at the show. The Bison by Ray Laconico, really, really cool titanium frame lock, running on bearings, very smooth, very large, long blade. I mean, this thing's almost as long as the Demco that I bought too. So it's really, really big. I mean, you get like over 4 inches. You get 4 inches of cutting edge and over a 4-inch blade. So it's very long, very, very long. So really cool that I picked this one up by Concept. It's also my first Concept knife that I've owned. So really cool that I was able to try out one of their knives. And it's got this nice titanium pocket clip with the titanium backspacer as well. So this thing is awesome. And it's S35 yen on this knife, this blade. So really cool that I picked up one of these. After that, I stopped by the OG Goat Scales booth, and if you follow the channel at all, you'll notice this knife used to have expanded OG Goat, the expanded pattern on the OG Goat titanium scales that it had, and I thought that texture was really rough, and I asked them if they were able to exchange them, and they said absolutely. And so I got these smooth scales, and they were like, hey, do you want me to anodize them? Because they had an anodization, like they had the equipment and everything to anodize scales, anodize titanium right there at their table. I think Way of Knife was the one who was doing the anodizing for them. And they were like, you want me to try anodizing? And I was like, oh, you might as well absolutely do it. So I told them to go green, and they experimented with like the stoned titanium, the flat stoned finish on the titanium scales, and they lasered them so that it would catch the anodizing really well. And then they did this beautiful, beautiful green anodization on here. They turned out really, really good. So I left my knife with them overnight, Friday to Saturday. I came back, and they had already installed them for me. They got this really cool color. They colored them on Friday just to see if I liked the color. And I was like, yeah, that turned out really good. And it's still cool because you can see like the blue on the sides. It's still a little bit blue, kind of a little bit blue purple on the edges, but the flat sides are still really green, so it gives it a really cool look. And I was just really impressive with what they were able to do there at the show by anodizing this. So this thing's super special that they did that for me. They didn't even charge me. Shout out to them for doing all this work for me and not charging me for it. So thank you so much to OG Goat for doing this. Absolutely love these scales. So it's really cool because I have if y'all follow it all, I have a Wee Praxis in titanium that is now very similar in color. It's definitely a little more blue and less green, but it's really cool that these two are both beautifully anodized now. So thank you to Just the Tip EDC for modifying this one and anodizing it. You did an excellent job. But yes, this is from OG Goat, and they did an amazing job. So I'm definitely going to be trying out more of their stuff and what they have coming. They have some cool stuff, so keep an eye out on their website for what they have. So that was really, really cool. Thank you to them for doing this for me. It looks amazing. And then after that, we went over to the other room, the baller room, and I checked out all the stuff over there. There were some really cool makers, but I saw Kooby knives, and I've never owned a Kooby knife, but I saw this on their table, and I thought it just looked really nice. It flips really well. Nice titanium frame lock. This is the Kooby Supercell. And I've seen this one online before, and I always thought it looked cool, so I decided to pick it up finally this time. One of the reasons I picked this up is actually because I think it looks a lot like my Conigarius. If you can see here, like the titanium with the blue accents. It just reminds me a lot of the Conigarius. So I picked it up because it kind of looks like a budget Arius to me. And it even flips really well, kind of like when you can reverse flick it with the hole in the blade, kind of the same way. Well, not left-handed, but there you go. Yeah. But it just kind of looks like a budget Aries to me. I really like the look. And it's got this nice flat grind. This is actually a Tempest Knives exclusive, or a Tempest Knives design. So if you watch Knives Fast, Casey over there is the one who designed this. So you see there's his logo on there. So this is a 14C28N blade steel, so it's not super high end, but it has these nice titanium scales with this nice titanium vac spacer and clip, and it flips really well as well. So you see it's super smooth, great action, nice flipper, and you can reverse flick it as well, which feels really nice. So it's about a 3.5-inch blade, and it feels really good. It's got this nice jimping, but yeah, I was excited to get a hold of this one. This thing was like 120 bucks for this titanium and 14C20N, so not a super great price, but I like the design, so picked that one up as well. After that, I stopped. We had gone to the concept booth and we discovered Tenable knives, which is kind of like their cheaper brand. I had heard of Tenable before, but I didn't realize like what kind of knives they made. So this is Tenable. They're the budget brand of Concept. So this knife is a button lock flipper that they had there. I don't actually know the name on it. It doesn't really have a name. Okay, here it is. It's called the Entity. So this is the Tenable Knives Entity. I think that says in... Oh, I don't know what designer that is, but you can probably read it. But this is a knife that they had there, one of their designs that I had out. It's actually a prototype of models that they have coming out this year. So this is one of the prototypes they had at the show, and I picked it up because I really liked the way it flipped. It was only 40 bucks. So for 40 bucks, you get a 9CR stainless steel. So it's like a 9CR, probably 15 MOV is probably what I'm guessing. Similar to what Civivi or Sencut uses. And then it's just this nice aluminum button lock flipper. And it felt really good, and it feels really good in my hand, and I really liked it. Very slicey, flat ground blade. It's a little clip point kind of deal, straight clip point. And yeah, so I like the design, and I like the color and everything, so I picked it up for 40 bucks. I was like, yeah, nice budget knife. So I picked that guy up, and then the, sorry, when I was at the Kooby Knives booth, they gave me some cool stuff. This was one of the things they gave me with the Supercell. Is a pry bar, a titanium pry bar. So I thought this was really cool because it kind of like goes with my knife. I know these don't match really very well, but kind of cool that I got a really nice free titanium pry bar out of the deal as well. Full bottle opener. It actually fits this one better. There you go. Pretty sick. So I really liked the end design. So it was from Kooby Knives. They gave me a free bottle opener, or free pry bar. Goodness, I can't talk. Free pry bar with my Supercell. And then on the second day, at the end of the second day, one of the last people I went to see was Vostid, and Vostid Knives had this thing. This is the Vostid, I forget the name of this knife, Valhund, I think it is, Valhund. It's named after a type of dog. But I really liked the design. It's a very small, very Laconico design. Thumb stud front flipper, so nice snappy thumb studs, and then these nice contoured titanium handles, and this nice front flipper. And this colorway was a show exclusive, so they had like, it was a show special that they did with this nice like dark brown kind of coating on the blade and hardware, and I just really liked the look of it with the contrast of the dark tie handles, and I just really liked how it, you know, contrasted together, and the nice tie pocket clip and everything. I just like the look of this knife a lot, and it's ridiculously smooth. I mean, this thing just completely drop shut. So I was very impressed by the everything on this knife. So I picked this guy up. I think it was like 140-ish, but it felt really good, and very excited to have this guy in the collection. So that is the Vostid Valhund. Definitely a smaller knife for my hands. Usually I don't go for knives this small, but it just kind of fits all four fingers with that last one on that last part there. And I really like the colors on the blade and everything. So that's my show exclusive that I got. Really cool. They only had 2 of them left, so I got one of the 2 that they had left of the show. So that was a cool knife. And yeah, that's it. So I bought 7 knives at the show and had one that was customized for me. This guy, which was custom anodized with the nice new titanium scales. It's also, this one is the full thickness, So I wanted it to be hefty because it already has the titanium pocket clip and everything on it. So I wanted it to be the heavy boy. So I got the full weight scales on there, which is really cool. But super stoked that they were able to get these for me, anodized and everything. So awesome. OG Goat is amazing. They do really good work. And they're an awesome group of people as well. So these are all the knives I purchased at the show. I had an awesome show. It was I had a really good time. I didn't film as much when I was there. I only did really one short because I was with family, of course. But also, I just wanted to enjoy it since it was my second show. I just wanted to see everything, and I was able to see pretty much everything I wanted to see in a day and a half. We didn't go Sunday because I had to drive back, but just a really good time, and highly recommend if you get the chance to go to Blade Show, definitely go. Blade Show Atlanta, highly recommend going. It's a lot of fun, and you'll end up talking to people you'll never expect, like my cousin, Mr. Spaghetti Wizard himself, picked up this Tenable knife. I'm going to ship these to him because he flew back, but this nice Tenable knife. This is a just another button lock flipper, very similar to this one, but another budget prototype is what this one was. So they haven't released this one either, but it will be called the, let's see if the name's on there. Yeah, the Accipiter. So when this one comes out, y'all can get it, but it's nice aluminum with like a 9CR stainless steel, and it feels really good. Definitely feels, you know, like a budget Mordax kind of deal, but definitely like that one. So he picked up that one, and then the other one my cousin bought is this. We got talking to the people at Dead Reckon Knives, and this is the Dead Reckon. I forget the name of this knife. Don't remember the actual name. The Ridgeback. That's what this is. This is the Dead Reckon Knives Ridgeback, and so he really liked. We got talking to them. And they did some really cool stuff this year with titanium and aluminum integrals with button lock flippers. And so this is a titanium button lock flipper, or titanium integral button lock flipper, made in the USA, all made in the USA. And they did a really good job with this knife. So he bought this at the show. The action on these are bonkers. Like, it's just free floating, completely free floating pivot. With this one is a 3V blade steel. That's got this really cool coating on there, so it won't rust. But he picked this one up at the show. I was a little bit jealous. I kind of like this one a lot, but so I'll be sending that to him because he bought this one at the show. But just an interesting USA design. They have this cool mechanism where the pivot actually turns with the blade. I don't know if you can see it there, but it turns with the blade. You gotta check out their mechanism. I think they probably show it on their website, but they have a really cool mechanism with the button lock, and I also like the way they do their buttons. It's like perfect height sticking out of the scales, and it's perfect pressure pushing down on it. It's a really good, really well executed design. So it's this nice tie pocket clip, but just a really incredible USA integral, titanium integral. They do aluminum integrals as well, and they even had some carbon fiber ones there at the show. They're doing 3 different blade shapes, and so I was really impressed with the what Dead Reckon Knives had going on, and they were super nice. We talked to them for a while, but just they had a really good price on their USA integral knives, so definitely check them out. They're cool. They're doing great work. But yeah, that's pretty much everything. I had an awesome show. Highly recommend everybody going, and yeah, so that's it. Please like this video, subscribe to my channel, and have a great day. Bye.